Surely the best loot is not the way. The high vein. High vein man? There's a zip line. All the way up there? Okay. Yeah, there's also a lot of streams over Jingle Jam, so, you know, fair play for doing that. You had no idea. Aha. I was curious and looking on, like, the high score tables. Like, if we had made a team for just us two alone, we would have been in the top 10 streamers teams. In fact, if we had made a team and only you had your total, or only I had up my total, both of them alone were in the top 10 of the teams. So, you know, if we'd have been in just a team together, we would have been, like, majorly the top team almost. Like, you know, the I don't know how you set up the teams, but the top 10 teams, we were well into that. I think we, you know, just by being over 200 alone, I think that was like 7th place in the teams it would have been. And, you know, with like, I don't know, would have been 450 with the both of us at least. Like, that would have been top 5 easily of the teams. So, you know, we should have made a team. We'd have been well up there in the top tables. But yeah, I was curious, so I had a look. Okay. I probably need to climb the other side of the ravine. There's an item up there. I can risk death for that item. Ha! The game thought it could get me. I can cancel my fall. And not die. It almost got me. That should have grabbed it though, if you ask me. She should have grabbed that. But this still isn't the way that it was telling me to go. So, you know, was the thing telling me the way to go just lying? The arrow? I should probably go back and investigate the arrow. Because this seems like a whole big area. At the same time, surely we're near a checkpoint. That's absolutely death. Okay. They want me to jump over the death hole at some point. Maybe there's a shortcut from here, but I'm not doing it. Maybe there's a shortcut from there. No, not another way there, right. She can make it. There you go. She made it. I'm gonna go back and check out the other arrow, because something has to be there. You watch, it's just another entrance into this same hole, isn't it? Of course it is. Of course it is. So it's just going down to the bottom just to fight things? No, no. We need to look around. I need to steal all the loot. As terrible as it is. I see this guy. Thankfully he is kind of oblivious. Alchemical capsule, frost grade. Yeah, the loot is not worth it. We're not using any of these. That is a zipline gripper. Is that for if you accidentally fall into the abyss, you've got like a last minute grip? One last chance to save yourself? from the abyss. Ow. No one gave him permission to shoot me. I'm not going to fight these. Gonna climb. Technically, I already defeated the area by jumping over it. I earned my not having to fight them. That was your crab friend you just kicked off the cliff. Okay. Goodbye, crab friends. Okay, they're all like halfway up the cliff now. Is he running away? Ow. Feel like that's a little unfair that he's running away, but I do need to kill all the crabs because otherwise they just buff the big guys. Make life harder. Ow. Sometimes she makes the jump, sometimes the game says no. That time the game said no. She definitely should be able to grab it though. Big X. An item over there. Yeah, that Big X is definitely saying no, the bridge has collapsed. It would be death. Maybe don't go that way. I see a world hole down there. Oh, this is absolute. Very dangerous. Yeah, there was a world hole in the rocks, in the seams. Okay. Yeah, we go for the safer option of landing near the loot than trying to jump up there. But what is the loot? A horse carriage token? Lavoisier sublimate, okay. Maybe one of the last upgrades to our health file. Whoop. Hello. Module key? Been a while since we've had one of those. Okay, we got a way to go. We've got an item perilously over the abyss with a questionable piece of physics. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. Okay. We'd do a checkpoint, like Ranvoy. Where's this checkpoint? I'm also out of heals. Overdue a checkpoint. Especially after jumping over the abyss like that. Endurance fluids. That almost looks like a way out. But apparently not. I smell an ambush. Been suspicious so far. We didn't go back into that other room that the other guy was, but I think it was just the normal way to go. So, fine. Ooh. Door to kick in. And that normally means the shortcuts. Does that mean there's a checkpoint around here? Another door to kick in. Okay. The high vein. Okay, so we get to it from up there and we jump back to here. I'm gonna get very lost in these mines. I'm just telling you now. We got more loot. And this was the loot on the other side of that door, though. Which was ages ago. Module key. Now we can open that door. But we're still nowhere near a checkpoint. But now at least we don't have to go around that entire way. And that's sort of the same as a checkpoint. It's a shortcut. They're the same. It cuts off a large section of death over the abyss and big monsters. And then there'll probably be a checkpoint anyway. Or a boss. It's literally a boss battle. I see the souls.
Marat's men waged a terrible fight here. Some of these poor men were trampled to death.
Trampled! So it's going to be a boss monster that's going to trample us. Also, it's got pink fire. Ooh, fire. We're going to run away from something? Make it fall into a pit, maybe? Just trample over the pile of trampled people. That's, you know, exactly what's meant to happen, right? These poor people were trampled. I should go trample them some more. I don't know how she thinks they were trampled, because there's just a pile of bodies. This guy was crushed by woods. That guy's got a hat on. I don't think there's much sign of them being trampled. There's a lot of piles. Unstable scout. Oh, it's not even a proper boss. It's just a mini boss. Midway boss. Which I can parry and defeat. He missed. What are you doing? He was opening up like he was going to do some sort of special attack, but he didn't. He's literally already dead. Grade 2 respite module. He wasn't that hard. But he wasn't the main boss. You know. When we come to that, I'm sure it'll be more challenge. I saw the checkpoint over there. But that only activates because we defeated the boss. Bronze ingot and cast iron. Okay. More upgrade stuff that we're not going to use because we've upgraded the one weapon we're probably going to use forever. Right, throw this into the abyss? No. Definitely death. Definitely death. Unless there's a lift. Maybe there's a lift.
They barricaded themselves in to escape the enemy. The only way through is the hard way.
Hard way? Down the hole? That seems like the hard way to me. Essence of a Valiance? Have we got none? Just sit down. We've got to be so close to a level up. Literally. Yeah, one soul away. Fine, I will change the souls that we have. Essence of a valiant spirit, essence of a revolutionary spirit. That's got to be, like, worth the most, right? Oh, apparently I have got, like, F equip. There it is. We've got many nobles that we can eat. 39 of them. Like, you know, shouldn't really be eating all the souls of all these people. We should really be liberating them, but, you know, he's 39 souls. That does add extra damage to her weapon. So it would be stupid not to... We're just going to go power now. I know it upgrades it worse than the other thing, but we're just going to go full power, as Jeremy Clarkson would say. Yeah, down the hole seems like the hard way. Boom, boom, boom. But I'm guessing she meant to smash through the wall. Through the wall we shall go. After we loot everything. Yeah. Literally just kick. They didn't do a very good job barricading it. Some lightly breakable loose bricks. Not a very good job. Anyone could have kicked that in. Not just a robot. Anyone could have literally kicked that in. So are there living people down here? There's a lot of lore. Locked. So we need a key. The time has come for what is sure to be a decisive battle, hardened by the weeks spent in the underground. We are now ready to defend Montmartre, our last stronghold. It will be us or the machine that decimated our ranks. We have chosen the battlefield for our fight, despite their dwindling numbers. The first company is already hard at work, sabotaging the floor of the Great Cavern. It is up to us, whom fate has chosen to carry out the most perilous mission, to lure the enemy here and trap it. There is not a dreamer among us who hopes to survive this battle, but we go to our deaths with heart bursting with love for our nation. Vive la France! Vive Louis Philippe the First, King of the French! Okay. Do we ever get the key to that? That seems very important. Well, leave that one to last. And then it's like cutscene. Shady business going on. He doesn't seem to want to say anything.
Parading around like peacocks, these scoundrels, rotten to their very core. See how they proudly display their vices and shameful privileges, tirelessly working to drag morality through the mud, trampling love itself.
The Queen is said to have read your liaison before her husband banned it. It's hilarious, isn't it?
I'm not surprised. No matter how hard I work to denounce their immoral practices, the aristocrats saw my novel as nothing more than a light-hearted bit of fluff. How naive I was to imagine that my pen could slice away the gangrene of their debauchery.
Well, fortunately, you have more than one string to your bow, mon capitaine.
So he's gonna do something very dangerous to them. Copy of the liaisons, eh? Bloody dolman jackets. I wear that. No. But there's someone's bloody jacket to go question somebody. I have to go back to the church with that, and then they're gonna give me a key to this. God damn it. How do you just let me open it now without having to question somebody about this jacket? Smugglers hat and a Mandarin double. Minus 32 armor. Why is everything so terrible? Minus 25. Everything takes away my armor. I don't want. I know, you know, fashion souls at this point of the game, but I haven't been leveling up my armor and health. I've been leveling up my damage only. On Monsieur Marat. Okay, there's another way out of here. Might be that way that we need to go. Marat! In Marat hole. Here he is.
Monsieur Marat.
Huh? Hey? Who goes there? La diable, je m'attendais. So this is the famous huntress Diana I've heard so much about.
Diana?
Tis an honor, madame. Now let me have a look at you.
That's when we called Diana. We're not Princess Diana.
An angel of death, descended from the heavens to vanquish the clockwork tyrant.
Who depicted me this way, monsieur?
Mes compagnons, madame. Chief among them is Monsieur Chaudelot de la
Don't let him eye up your machinery. You might rip
They
someone out.
observed you dispensing justice all over the city. A most expeditious justice at that, as befits the crimes committed by our good king. What a strange machine you are. Gifted with intelligence, clearly, but also with speech and the freedom to do as you please. Cependant, you are still an automat. Who is your master?
The Queen! Robespierre's advice?
Monsieur de Robespierre assured me that I would find you here.
Maximilien. A pure heart with a head full of dreams that cloud his perception of reality.
And you, Monsieur Marat. Who is your master?
I serve not a master, but a cause. That of the Duc d'Orléans. His cousin the king has no place on that throne, and nor does his wretched dynasty. The Bourbons, along with their wars, their crimes, and their vices, are finished.
Along with the
digestives,
digestives.
passed to an enlightened, just monarch. One who is sympathetic to the people's sufferings. But now that I think about it, madame, look at us. We've been standing around chatting like
No,
old
we
friends for
haven't,
several
really.
minutes, and I still don't know to what I owe the pleasure of your visit.
I
must go
didn't
to the
speak
Bastille,
about anything.
where Monsieur de Vaucanson is imprisoned.
Oui. Such a sad fate for a king's lackey. And what do you want?
Why do your teeth glow?
This man whose blood-stained hands
Are they gold?
is currently setting Paris ablaze.
What Vaucanson has done, only Vaucanson can undo.
Fair enough. Alas, while I come and go as I please through these tunnels, it is impossible to enter the fortress.
Also, your ear glows.
Possible, dites-vous.
A sanguinary automat is spreading death and terror in the depths of this quarry.
Let me guess, I have to go
At the
kill
cost
it.
of their lives, my comrades were able to sabotage the floor of the cave to limit its movements. Nevertheless, it stands between you and the tunnel that leads
course
to
it
the
does.
Quartier du Temple. And that's the only way to reach the Bastille.
And yet, that's exactly what I intend to do, Monsieur Marat.
I've killed enough monsters.
I shall not attempt to dissuade you. There is one small thing, though. I had to disable the mobile walkways to protect myself from the automats.
It's fine, I've got a grappling
Since
hook.
you managed to come here, I assume you already know a lot about these devices.
Indeed.
Here. This would allow you to reach
Oh.
the lower tunnels.
Or he's going to give us another item. Mobile walkway lever. Okay.
Have you fixed the walkway?
No,
working on it.
obviously, I didn't leave the
That's the
room.
only way to reach the lower tunnels. The mechanism is on this level, near the walkway.
The bloody mattress. What's up with the bloody
Who
mattress?
laid on this blood-stained mattress?
Oh, it's a strange story. I suppose you heard about what happened in Place Dauphine?
Indeed.
No.
I went there.
Well, we took in one of the survivors of the massacre. The only survivor, it seems.
Oh, the guy's
Despite his
wife.
serious injuries,
Oh,
he was
his.
particularly talkative.
Okay.
What did he tell you?
He kept saying that Lafayette was a traitor in the king's pay.
Obviously.
That the flaxen-haired hero had deliberately handed his brand new National Guard over to the automats.
What evidence did your guest have?
Nothing substantial, unfortunately. It was based on a simple rumor that was circulating in the camp shortly before the Royal Army attacked. It would appear
I mean, Lafayette's been
that
suspicious for
volunteers carried
ages.
a yellow cartridge in their cartridge pouches. Most likely a subtle way for the conspirators to recognize each other. The subsequent disaster would tend to confirm this hypothesis. Vous ne croyez pas?
These are suspicions. Nothing more.
Right you are. Oh, if only I had proof of this conspiracy. Then I'd be able to scutter the ambitions of that cur Lafayette for good. The would-be dictator's plans would be foiled.
It's a good job I didn't give him all the money, isn't it?
Very well. I encourage you to do so. But remember that the Marquis could not have acted alone. If you can't find anything implicating him, look into the members of his staff. Start in Place Dauphine, where those brigands sullied the ground with their boots.
So we got to go search some other places again. Well, there's a lot of stuff to ask him about being underground.
What exactly are you doing hiding in a quarry?
Hiding from robots.
In my publications, I have always denounced the corrupt, and those who corrupt them. These vampires who cheat the weak and bleed the nation dry. Chief among them, that crook Lafayette.
I can tell he doesn't like Lafayette.
A career soldier who thinks he's Caesar, not content to maintain an army of rats. This Blondin has all the Châtelet's judges in his pocket. It seems my prose upset him, as he swore to hunt me down. If I hadn't fled, I'd
The weird insult, he's blonde.
Who are your compagnons?
Patriots who come and go in the quarries throughout the city, under the command of Monsieur Leclos. Alas, there are few left. And I wager that it won't be long before the machines that have taken over our hiding place find me. My hours are numbered. Mais vous-même, have you found any companions for yourself?
Should I not reveal anything?
Members and supporters of the Third Estate have gathered at the Cordelier Convent.
Would you be so kind as to name them?
In addition to Monsieur de Robespierre, the Comte de Mirabeau is there.
Flambeau de Provence. An artful chameleon who skillfully dons every colour.
Maybe shouldn't have told him this.
Marquis de Lafayette, Monseigneur...
Lafayette, there, your mortal enemy.
They're just the privileged class celebrating the marriage of cowardice and treason. With adversaries like them, the king is sure to triumph.
Maybe shouldn't have told him that.
A brilliant writer whose pen has...
I didn't think she'd go all the way and just tell him everything.
Military engineer, who has sworn his sword to our common cause, to his great misfortune, it would appear. There is little doubt that he died leading his men through the tunnels.
Monsieur Marat, did you take part in an operation that aimed to kidnap the Dauphin and his sister Charlotte?
Me take part in an operation? Nonsense. My only weapon is my pen, and I have sharpened it, believe you me. That said, we did receive some information concerning the children. Unfortunately, I'm sworn to secrecy. If such an operation did indeed take place, Monsieur de Leclos would have been the one behind it. Alas, I fear that he is no longer of this world. There is little doubt that he and his men fell in the galleries.
And then he pulled a sad face. Monsieur Leclos, we need to go speak to. L'Ami des People, a political and impartial journal by Monsieur Marat. I wish here to denounce the duplicity of Marquis de Lafayette, aspiring tyrant on whose shoulders the confidence of a nation blindly to perverse artifice now rests. It is well known now. In previous publications, I have attacked the boundless ambition of our Motier. What is not known is that he has sworn to kill me, and that I have been forced to go into hiding to escape his vengeance. Know, reader, that his regiment, tasked with destroying my printing press, taking me away from my home, was sent to the Châtelet. If our so-called national hero can, in all impunity, order the soldiers of the realm under his command to oppress honest citizens, if he can use public force to settle a private quarrel, who will stop him from using these brave men against the entire people? What will the French people do who look to him as their saviour? Think, by ordering the defenders of our nation to trample all over public liberty, the Marquis can only aspire to incite a civil war. This man is unworthy to command the defenders of the nation. Citizens cannot tolerate this shocking abuse. They must guard against the terrible misfortune that must be the impulsion. I knew it wouldn't quite get to the end of the sentence and it doesn't let me scroll. You know, just having a feature to scroll the text would be so handy. To scroll it myself. But we never get to the end of the sentence before it finishes. And then it slowly scrolls again. To wait the entire thing. The entire Civil War! Man who is unworthy to command the defenders of the nation. Cannot tolerate the shocking abuse. He must guard against jumping up and down too often. That would be the inevitable result of this usurpation of power. Whatever clever trick Monsieur de Mirabeau played by offering his chest to the bayonets in the eyes of the people, Le Flambeau de Provence has never shone so brightly, yet the veil must be torn away, and the truth must triumph over Monsieur Ricardier's tone of importance and false air of dignity, for he is nothing more than a slave of favour, a courtier, a zealous servant of our authority wearing the mask of patriotism. That Mirabeau, who just 2 years ago would have pawned his knickers for 6 livres, is now bathed in opulence. He has just bought a mansion for the sum of 200,000 livres, which he paid in cash. He has 3 mistresses whom he lavishes with gifts. All are welcomed at his table, and he has paid off his debts. At whose expense, ask? At the expense of the nation whose interest he has always sold to the monarch. How is this wretch whom the ignorance are canonized, and whom blinds insist in crowning, must laugh at his foolish worshippers, his contempt for the people. His cause is so great that he has no longer even bothers to conceal it. Cunning chameleon, you may change the colour, but you will not escape eye. Attack your skillful metamorphoses and draw the audience's attention to them, so they will no longer be dazzled by you. It is not to you, unworthy upstart, that we shall sacrifice our rights, our freedom, and our happiness. Karma, 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 chameleon. Cunning chameleon. He come and go with his mistresses. And his 200,000 lira, a political and impartial journal. I skipped that bit deliberately so that I could read the rest of the time. Okay. I don't know, he seems to be of the people, but I feel like he's also gonna kill the good guys who are also rich, just for the sake of killing them all.
Thanks to what I learned from Monsieur Marat, I will use the mobile walkway to reach the lower levels.
Was there another exit in here? Or what? And also, what's the bloody bed? I guess the bloody coat that I found was the bloody bed. That was something different to question him on. Okay. Thanks to the key to the elevator. Right. Horse. Now I can repair this.
That should have fixed the walkway.
Nope. Aha! It came from above. It's like, where's the lift coming? Did it fix it? Oh, we can go up and go down. Let's have a peek up first. Oh, it probably is just the same lift from before. Royal Gibson Quarry. Yep, just front entrance. Okay. Go down then. Jump is also the go down button. Okay, we fixed the elevator. I feel like surely if the lever already did that anyway, that lever being broken shouldn't have made any difference. And we could go down even deeper, which we could have maybe just jumped down in the first place, but it surely would have been death. There's no mid-elevator ways off. Now it is a Souls-like. Okay, we probably could have just fallen down the hole. I'm sure there wouldn't have been a death plane or anything. And, you know, cancelled the fall damage at the bottom and skipped that entire guy. We don't need to activate that and call the lift. We really don't. Send the lift back up, you know, just in case we die. So that it's by the checkpoint ready. And also to check for anything underneath it. But they didn't hide anything underneath it. They missed the usual tricks. But if you expect the usual tricks, then, you know... Is there any reward in finding them? There is a weird piece of stone there. Very suspicious. Water? Water is normally death. For our character. I don't know how deep it is. You probably don't want to land in it. Could be death. It did seem to let her walk in it though. To a degree. Can't climb up there. Can't climb up that as much as it looks like. Okay. Gonna see me. He didn't seem to care too much. Crab. He's behind me, isn't he? Prawn! Okay, I mean, if the prawn's swimming in the water's safe. Improved petrification grenades! Ah, he tried to freeze me. Nothing hold! Stuck in the scenery hole. That looks like the perfect place to hide something, because it's very hidden. Maybe there was an enemy in there that just came out because of the way that I came. I don't know. I was literally about to say, well, I can just sneak past this guy. He's so oblivious. Why is there a weird noise that sounds like some sort of alarm going off? It's like... It was in the game. Very quiet, but it was weird alarm noise. He definitely doesn't. Way up there. Backstab. There we go. I know the crab saw me, but like the game was really trying hard to say no backstab. Hey, don't mind me. Ow. You lost a lot of health. That's fine, just run over all your friends. Ow. What are you doing? Spinning. You spotted a very central area to spin in. Okay, apparently we can't parry that. Yeah, definitely can't parry that. You don't. Loot chest? Something good? Da-da-da-da. What do we got? Mandarin Colette and Caligain Buskins. 25 less armor. 18 less armor. And very little gain. Again, you know, if the game was big in terms of the resistances, maybe they might be worth it. But I guess they're just for dress up at this point. We must have got all the good armor early. Okay, we've got big open caves again. Get lost in. Frost grenades. Nothing up here? Nothing? Suspicious wall. Ha. Surely not jumping over an abyss of death. No, but is a prawn. Also, how did she not grab that ledge? Like, that was absolutely over. There we go. Like, is that not the way to do that? Wouldn't grab the ledge and it seemed to be saying no. At the same time, it looked like the way to get over. Where am I now? A wall again, very suspicious looking. Ha! Kickable door. Well... No, that's the way to go. Vicious wall, no. I mean, the only way up here was the jump. There's a whole heap of area that we didn't go that way. Shortcuts? There's no other way here. I gotta go down the slippy... There we go. Slippy slope. To the depths. I still... Seems like there's no other way of doing that. But at the same time, it doesn't quite feel right. Wasn't there an item here a moment ago? Okay. Slippy wall that there's no other way. There's a whole heap of monsters. Lime. Lime. There we go. I feel like this is just the other way in that was like... Did I just jump over a wall that we're not supposed to jump over? It's fine. I will get this other item that I thought, ooh.